तमुवाचा ऋषिकेशः प्रहसन्नव भारता सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्त idam vachah. So today, chapter number 2, shlok number 10, where Arjuna has declared to Krishna that I will not fight, and he kept his bow and arrow aside. So the meaning of today's verse is, as Sanjay is saying, O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna smilingly, in the midst of both armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjun. So Krishna was smiling at Arjun and he started speaking. He spoke that which is beneficial for the whole mankind for all times to come. This is Krishna. His words are so wonderful, his words are so helpful, not only in this life but for all life. Krishna's words are eternally mature and beneficial for all beings. Why? Because that is the nature of Krishna. Krishna is God. When God comes in life, things become eternal. Because God is eternal, God is perfect. So when God comes in life, life becomes perfect. It is as simple as that. So, seeing Arjun, Krishna smiled. Why did he smile? One of the nature is that he always smiles because that is his personality. When somebody is angry with Krishna, he still smiles. When a devotee goes out and comes back, again he sees that Krishna is smiling. So this smile is always on Krishna's face. People also smile, but usually people hide their miserable condition behind their smile. There is a song also in Hindi, तुम इतना क्यों मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसे छुपा रहे हो. That usually people smile to hide their pain behind the smile. So anyway, this is not the case with Krishna. Krishna is always joyful, always happy. And what is his happiness? He has transcendental happiness, transcendental emotion. So Krishna also wants that his part and parcel, all beings, should get that happiness, that Satchidananda happiness. Krishna is Satchidananda. Sat means one who is eternal. Chit means one who is eternally conscious. And Ananda means one who is eternally happy. So God is transcendentally always happy. So let us get connected with Him in the right process, in a bona fide process, and get this great benefit of human life. And the second reason is why Krishna is smiling here, because Arjuna came to fight, but seeing his own kinsmen and his elders, he got distracted and he got this dilemma and despondency, because of which he is very miserable. So Krishna thought, oh, you came here to fight, but now see that how despondent you have become. So Krishna smiled, and now Krishna has to turn you from this miserable condition to the status of a perfect, dutiful, active person. So he started speaking this eternal dialogue, which is known as Bhagavad Gita. As you know, there is a very famous verse of Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijami aham, which means that whenever there is a decline in the path of religion, I come and reestablish it. So what Krishna reestablishes? Dharma. What is that dharma? The way to come back to Krishna, the way to come back to home, to the spiritual world. That is the religion. And that religion is spiritual culture. That religion is spiritual principles, which is given in Bhagavad Gita. So, the difference between soul and body, the difference between binding karma actions and liberating karma actions. There are some actions which liberate us, and there are some actions which bind us. So, Krishna taught us that this is how an action should be done. He explains us different yoga system, and Bhakti Yoga is the winner of all the yoga system, because Bhakti Yoga is the topmost yoga system, and it can be practiced by anyone, whether from any country, any language, any age group, any education qualification, doesn't matter. All what one needs is a desire to meet Krishna, a desire to serve Krishna, desire to see God. This is the qualification to start the spiritual life, which is known as the first stage, Shraddha. So Krishna smiled. And then he also smiled because Arjun says in the previous verse that, O Krishna, Shishyasteham Shadi Mam Tvam Prapanna, that now I am a surrendered soul to you. Whatever you will say, that I will do. But in the very next verse, Arjun says, I will not fight. Oh, so when you have surrendered, where is the question? You have no right to think independently. This is the symptom of being surrendered. That when we are surrendered to God, when we surrender to Krishna or Gurudev, then we have no independent thinking. There is no anxiety at all. Whatever our master is saying, that we have to do. Whatever our guru is saying, whatever our superior is saying, that we have to do. Rest is up to them. This is the symptom of surrendership. Actually, in Gita itself, Krishna says that Devi Hesha Gunmai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vya Prapadyanti Maya Metam Tarantite. That it is very difficult to overcome the influence of my illusory energy, which is known as Maya. But anyone who surrender unto me, he can very easily overcome the Maya. Maya leaves that person. So Krishna directly says, surrender to me. Man mana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Give your mind to me. Sarva dharma pratyajya mam ekam sharanam raja. Leave all variegated religion and just surrender to me, just come to me. This is what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita. So when we surrender to Krishna, what does it mean that we are surrendered? So being surrendered has 6 qualities. Number 1 is Anukulistya Sankalpa, which means doing only those activities which are favorable for Krishna consciousness, which are favorable for Krishna's service. And Pratikulasya Varjanam, rejecting all that which is unfavorable. So in our life, from morning till night, we do so many things. So we have to choose what is that which is taking nearer to God, what is that which is taking me away from God. So doing only those things, this is the 2 symptoms. Number 3 is Rakshasti. Always consider this aspect that Krishna will protect, because everything is under the control of Krishna. So anything which is happening with me, it is happening nice to me. This is the understanding of a surrendered soul. He has full confidence over the protective power of Krishna. And Krishna is omnipotent. So unless we understand this point that he is omnipotent, how can we have faith? So just by practicing the name of Mahamantra, the name of Krishna and Radha, which Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has propagated, just by saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, the mind, the intelligence becomes so pure, the senses become so pure that we very easily surrender to Krishna. So this is what we have to learn. And the fourth is consider Krishna as our guardian. We have to see that everything which we are receiving is coming through Krishna. So we have to serve the Lord as our great elders, considering them as our ever guardian, ever well-wisher. We have to serve them, Radha and Krishna. And considering the fifth point is that we are sold to God. Whatever He does with us, it is fine with us. Wherever He sends us. So this is what the fifth symptom is. Atma Nivedan, Atma Samarpan. And the sixth point is, in all our dealings, we have to keep a humble approach, a simple approach. We should be always down to earth in our speech, in our thinking, in our activities, dealing with devotees, non-devotees, animals, birds, everything. We have to adopt the principle of humility. So these six symptoms are the six process are the symptoms of a surrendered soul, and those souls very easily overcome the Maya, which is very difficult to overcome, which is impossible to overcome actually. And what is Maya? Maya is an illusory energy, and this Maya energy has created the whole material universe. It is very well explained in Canto 11th of Srimad Bhagavatam that millions and millions of universes and so many bodies, plant, trees, land, air, ocean, everything is a work of wonder of Maya, illusory energy. So Maya has complete control over us, our mind, our thinking, everything. But when we surrender to Krishna, it leaves us. And then we experience the real freedom. We did not get freedom in 1947. That is a different kind of freedom. We all are slave of Maya. We are serving Maya all the time. But when we surrender to Krishna, then we start serving Krishna and we experience the real freedom from all kind of miseries. No misery, even birth and death cannot touch us. What to speak of Adi Devik and difficulties given by other being and the nature. Even death, devotees, they just, defeat the death. Yamraj become their servant. So many instances are given in scriptures, like Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. They all defeated death. So when we are in Krishna's side, we can very easily defeat the death. What to speak of anything else? Death is such a power, nothing can, overstand it. So this is what Krishna consciousness is all about, that we should surrender to God, we should chant His name every day, not wasting a single moment, and then our life will become perfect. We'll have all the answers which we are searching for. So today we will stop here. I will discuss tomorrow again the next verse from where Lord started speaking. Hare Krishna.